Live from the Coefficient Media Studios in Jackson, Michigan, this is the Android App Show, episode number 61. This week we've got, I don't know what, extortion, dogfighting, a little bit of exploitation of women, so let's get it started.
Wow.
Welcome to the Android App Show.
The future of the telephone business is bright and rich with promise for the millions of telephone users like yourselves, whose quick acceptance and ready use of each improvement in telephone service has helped make possible an endless chain of accomplishments. What will it be this time?
Welcome to the App Show, everybody. The Android App Show, to be specific.
Ooh.
And we've got a lot of guests in the studio today. Actually, they're not guests.
Guests.
They're regulars. We are very regular guys.
We brought our imaginary friends, too. They're guests.
Yeah. So we've got Lane over here on the far end.
How's it going, guys?
Going good. Going with the neck beard there a little bit.
A little bit.
While.
I know I got to shave. That's the
Yeah.
bad thing about getting a haircut is then it's like the hair is pretty close to the length of the beard.
Right. I got a
And then
haircut
it's
also.
just more obvious that I need to get a
We've-
shave.
Oh, we've all got haircuts recently, haven't we?
Yeah, Brad's
Brad.
still kind of too. I
Brad's
guess.
looking good.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
sporting like the 90s. Like, look at that.
Oh, let me pop my
What are
collar.
you talking about? Yeah, that's right. Ever since he can remember, he's been popping his collar.
Wow. Yeah, he's got the look going on. He has got
I
the
can't
look.
decide whether it's Run DMC or Korn that you're going for. Like what the
I'd probably go more
what
with
Adidas?
Korn.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that then.
I'd go with Run DMC myself. Just saying.
All right, I'll tally down for Korn though as well. So
And I'm Dave. Let's keep going here. We've got apps to review this
keep
week.
it moving.
We've got apps, right?
Yeah,
We've got a bunch of stuff to talk about, actually.
I guess I got an app. I don't know,
You've got an app. There's an app for that.
but I think first we'll cover the people that are paying the bills this week.
Ooh.
GoToMeeting.com. You can sign up for a free trial using the code podcast. What is GoToMeeting? You wanna know?
Yeah, what is it?
It is remote viewing of other people.
What?
That's
Doesn't
right.
sound
And
right.
it's remote sharing. Okay. All right. So, yeah, remote viewing of other people with their permission, let's go with. Okay. So you're in a business environment, guys. All right. And it's like, how are we going to get this stuff done? I got this document. I can email it to you. But the problem when you start emailing stuff back and forth is your document is out of sync. You
Oh.
have two versions right away.
Not good.
And then they start piling up back and forth. You can't work on something at the same time.
You can't point to things.
That's right. With GoToMeeting, you're looking at the same document at the same time, talking. It's real human interaction.
Super simple.
Yeah, and that's where the awesomeness of this comes in, because when you meet with somebody face to face, it makes it a totally different interaction, right? It's a lot better than over the phone. It's a lot better than an email. So if you want to try this out for free, go to gotomeeting.com, put in the promo code podcast.
Yeah.
If you're a frequent viewer of the show, we talk about this all the time. It's really simple to do. Just go to gotomeeting.com,
Click on the try it now.
promo code podcast.
Boom.
So
Good
thank you
times.
guys for sponsoring the show this week, helping to
Pay the bills.
keep the electricity on in here so we can upload this.
Totally.
So
It's good to upload.
it's also good to review some apps too, though. What do you
and
think?
we have the extra light on today, so it's a little brighter in here. That's kind of helping out. I kind of pointed at the ceiling, so it's more natural light now.
We
Does
got an
it-
extra camera too. Let's bring.
Oh
up the,
yeah, we've got the sneaky cam.
we got the lane screwing around cam. There's Brad. There's Brad's nose right there. Let's get some. He's trying to fist block us. Get the super zoom on Dave's nose. There we go. So behind the scenes action. Oh, you
there's
switched
the
it.
there's the lap cam, the gadget cam. What are we
you
going to
can
call
see
that? Is that going to be gadget cam number 2,
I don't know.
or is that
Maybe.
going to be the?
Well, the way you had it angled before, it used to be called the crotch cam, didn't it?
Yeah, this is what we kept talking about. Well, this is where you hold the phone when you're sitting here reviewing stuff. It's like the angle continues past the phone. If you don't have the phone there, it's right on the crotch or the laptop, or it might be more properly called the crotchal region. Yeah, who knows? But I don't know. We're messing around with some more stuff. I found the charger for it, so I'm like, you know what? Let's hook up another camera.
Totally. Why
Let's
not?
do it big. Give the audio podcast listeners another reason to download the video version.
Speaking of doing it big, Google
Boo-hoo.
What do they got?
Okay, so big time this week. Google came out with a Google Docs app.
That was
That's
last
right.
week, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was this week. I don't know. Maybe it was last week.
I'm pretty sure I had it a week ago.
You did not. Are you serious?
Yes,
you didn't tell
I've
me
had
about
it.
this.
You didn't know about it?
I've been moving. So
Keep
yes,
moving.
that's the subtext. I've been without internet since Saturday, so give me a break. I'll get it back tomorrow.
How much does it cost?
This is free. So
Keep on making that joke.
what's that?
Google Docs.
How much does a Google app cost?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all of them.
Well,
it costs as much
actually-
as it takes to buy the phone. Because if
Actually, no, because Google has been charging for a lot of their docs and app stuff lately.
they had that new marketplace, right?
They have the new
business.
marketplace, but also they're implementing some more like Google Business apps.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yep.
So like if you have more than 20 users in your app, whatever thing. Anyway, back to the app.
Yeah. But this that's a good connection because this can even be used for those same things. Like if you're a business doc user, you can totally use this. In
Your Google Apps account.
So let's. What do you think?
Oh,
We'll go to the other feature that the people in the audio podcast are missing out on: the HDMI cam.
let's see if this works. We didn't test it out before the show.
No, we didn't.
Oh, great.
Biting us in the butt.
All right. Here we go. We'll
Did you
stop.
get 2 new updates
Okay.
recently for Cyanogen?
Oh, I see something. Something's wiggling.
Here it
Something's
comes
wiggling.
now. There it is. All right.
Oh, phew, that was
So,
close call.
all right, here. So I'll pull up the Google
That was
Docs
so
app.
close.
It's a picture of my son on my desktop.
Very nice, like a proud papa.
So here we go. We got the show notes. So you might get a little bit of a preview of some of the stories. But you can click and see if you set up printing on your desktop computer. This plays well with that. So you got a little drop down here that you can click print. And of course, I don't have it set up here at the studio or whatever, but
Of course.
I'm not going to wait around for a document to print either, so whatever. But at the top, you hit the edit button, and if you've used Google Docs, Google Docs on the internet, then you're probably pretty familiar with this because
Oh,
it's
yeah, that's
exactly the same thing.
It is.
The one thing it doesn't do is when you scroll down, though. Oh, it did do it. Okay, I didn't think it
Whoa.
did. It even does the reappearing of the top bar up there.
Nice.
So you click on stuff, you can type stuff in, delete, all kinds of good
That's
stuff.
delicious.
So,
It does it different than like it used to do on the web.
well, they did update it though. So it is exactly like this app
Oh,
isn't doing anything special. It's the same shiz that you've seen before.
I see. What is that little thing on the side? What was that?
What was this? Oh, that's like when you scroll. It's an Android feature. You can
Scroll bar.
grab it and then move it, and it'll
You
go
guys are so
scroll down
smart.
faster.
So fancy.
But the great thing now that you can do with Google Docs is you've got this little drop-down arrow on the right side. I'm not sure if it's showing up well on the screen, but you click it. There it is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it shows share, rename, and star.
Whoa.
So you can share and rename documents now.
Ooh.
You couldn't do that
that's
before
kinda
on
cool.
mobile. So you can hit share and say, all right, these are the people that we get it shared to. You can
Yeah.
add from contacts. Go
Nice.
through your contacts. Of course, I'm going to show everybody all the stuff. Hope nobody calls anybody that I know.
Hey.
So, but we'll go back here to the main screen. Of course, one of the new features of Google Docs is collections. So you can pull this up, and you have different stuff bound up by collection or whatever. Then you can just go to those things. So I don't know what we have this under. Maybe Android shows. No, these are some old notes.
Yes.
But yeah, those are stuff in
Android
that.
App Show episode 1.
Yeah. The oldies, guys. There it is. Look at that.
Wow.
From 2010.
We did some good planning back
Yeah,
then.
1-3-10.
We actually planned out our words that we were going to say. I am Lane. I
Yeah,
am
well,
Brett.
back then
And
we
this
pretty
is-
much had to.
Yeah.
Because,
Mm-hmm.
so just stare at the camera and go, like it was like an episode of Beavis and Butthead. Let's see. So you can show images that you have uploaded to your docs, because as you know, there's all kinds of stuff you can upload to your Google Docs folder now, not just regular documents. And there's more.
Oh my gosh.
Text, spreadsheets, presentations.
No way.
So let's see. I'll go here to all items. I'll pull this back. Oh, one of the other things I wanted to show was import. So when you create a new document, you can take a picture of something, and it does OCR, Object Character Recognition. So I took a picture of this little instruction thing from the Skadoosh, and it shows the picture on here in the document, which is nice.
Okay.
Because the OCR is not correct, you know?
And that's not even a fancy font or anything.
Yeah, and it didn't render my foot properly either. So, but and it's weird too. See, it didn't do the first part where it says 3, rotate the rocker. It starts out right here on 4. Remove the 2 liners, hum, unit, rubber inserts with 1 GF facing down, 1 surface of adhesive facing the back of the stand.
Sounds
and
like
on the top
instructions for
label
something
facing
else.
up, gently place the insert into the small use slot. So see, there's a pretty good run of text there that it did render properly.
Yeah.
I guess, like, for me, it's like if you're going to take a picture of something that you wanted to store, the OCR really is more for
Searchability, maybe.
searchability. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you'll have the document. It'll be an image, sure, you know, but you'll have it that you can read, and if you want to look it back up later, boom, you have the OCR. But the problem is, I took a picture of this, sixer that I have, a little case of beer or whatever, with the blue background with some black, and yeah, it didn't do anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, so apparently it has a little bit of a problem with odd colors.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to make of that, but whatever. It's kind of cool. All the OCR interpretation stuff is done on Google servers, so these are the kind of things that will get better with time, like the Google Voice.
Does it take a while to upload the image?
No, it was really pretty quick. So, but I'm on Wi-Fi here.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. It wasn't here. But yeah, even on I tried another one that was on the what do you call it? The 3G network. My crappy Sprint 3G.
Yeah.
And it takes it takes less than a minute though.
That's cool.
So when you create a new document, that's right where it comes up: document, spreadsheet, document from photo. So pretty straightforward. All the great features you've come to know and love from Google Docs Online, but of course giving you the same editing capabilities. And I guess the biggest feature is that you can share it now. That you can share it now. So I don't know. What do you think, Brad? Have you used it much since you had it a week more than I did, or what?
No, I just downloaded it to have it.
Yeah,
I don't even use it. I just downloaded it.
just like I'm not gonna tell you about it. Why would I do that? So. No, but I edit documents all day. I mean, I'm sure Dave knows. I'm sending stuff to you all
You're
the
a monster.
time, and it's crazy. So this is nice. This is really nice, especially the sharing. That's been my biggest pet peeve for Google Docs, is that there's been no sharing, and now there is.
Cool.
So
Sweet.
totally run that stuff.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So what? Maybe I got another app to review. I don't know.
Maybe you do.
This one though, you can't.
It's not really an app, though,
Yeah.
is it?
This one you can't really find in the Android market.
Ooh, exclusive.
So, super exclusive, guys, and it's called Google Talk. But this app I'm going to review is actually the gingerbread flavor. I'm going to give my Chrome netbook over here
I
to
thought
Brad.
it was more honeycomb because it's a 2-3, or it's a 2-3-4, ain't it?
No, this is it's gingerbread. But the Google Talk app wasn't really updated per se for gingerbread. You might have to wake it back up. I think it's there it
Wiggle
is.
Are you still in mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So let's see here. If we want to bring up the HDMI cam, you might wonder what's so great about this new version of Google Talk. Let's open it up here. I got it in landscape. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We have to do a switch on the board to help overcome our technical difficulties.
Sorry about that. Sorry you had to witness that, people. Hey, it looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's still cutting stuff off.
Yeah, it'll probably be on the recording.
Okay. So the issue with this, it changes some stuff up. Like, I don't know if you can see it, like where it says Dave's name, it has like a little drop shadow and stuff behind the active box or whatever for the chat that's open, instead of the other one, which was more like a bubble or whatever. So the big feature, I guess I'll get right to it, is the video calling. And yeah, all that stuff is cut off. There it is. It's on the right. So if somebody has video calling enabled, like if they're on their desktop, or if they're on another Gingerbread 2.3.4 phone, which at this point is really only the Nexus S or anybody else that has hacked their phone up to make it work or whatever. So yeah, it's because you widened the screen on the other one when it was on portrait.
Yeah, I know.
But whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and make a video phone call with my phone. If you can believe it, it's going to happen.
Wow.
So let's see. I'll go down here to Brad. I got him logged in on the netbook. I'll hit that. Let's do video phone call from my phone.
Oh, there it is. I think I'm going to ignore you.
You jerk. You got to click on there because it's the guest account. It doesn't have the tab. All right. So there's Brad on the laptop, and there's me down there there's me in the corner. And we are totally doing a video phone call on my phone.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, how do you like them apples?
So if you want to bring up the our handy cam or whatever,
Yeah.
I guess the hand one, and
What
we
you gonna
can
do?
the other one, because we got so many now. So you can see there's us video chatting. I'm pretty excited about this. I don't know. Is this kind of anticlimactic? Is nobody else excited about the idea that you can do video calls
With Google Talk, it's pretty
using
awesome.
Google Talk? Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, they've had for the longest time the whole, Fraying and stuff. We talked about this last week, that Fraying and Now Quick and stuff can do video calls, but whatever. So you can also back out of it like this and see how it's kind of blue lit up there. That means that is an active video call. And, this is Android. So it's multitasking. You can go around and do something else. Be like, oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to look something up on the internet. I was going to do this or that.
Crash. Any second now.
Right. I don't know. I want to see if it does hold it open. So I'll pull up the Android app show.
So you're multitasking right now?
I'm telling you,
we can do that.
Yeah, see the video's running in the background. I'm going to
Really?
pull up this website. And then I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's right. He was going to show me something. So I'll pull this up, switch over to it. Oh, look, there's Brad.
No way.
Awesome.
Pretty cool stuff. So you can also, at the top there, switch to your back camera. Of course, I've got this hack running on my Evo. It crashes when, it'll switch to the back camera, sure. But once I do that, it kind of crashes. So, but it shows it for a split second. You can mute it, or you can go right into a text chat. So, yo. That's what application killed. I totally just killed the app.
Whoops.
So, buddy, you have some apps to review too, right?
What are you doing?
Yes.
Your stuff is pretty sweet, though.
My first app only works for rooted phones.
Of course.
It's called Set CPU, all one word. $2 on the market. I think I bought it a long time ago.
$1.99 to be specific. You got to be specific here.
Whatever. So when you pull it up, you get you can set the minimum and the max right there. You can set your scaling for on-demand and interactive, conservative, user space, power scale, on-demand, performance, or I just left it on-demand because that was a default.
Totally.
And then what I really like about this is that you can set up profiles. All right, and I have profiles set up based. I mean, your profiles are also based on priority. So if one profile conflicts with another, the priority is what sets the priority of the different profile. So I have a battery, a temp, and a screen off profile. My battery profile, like if it's less than 35%, it drops the maximum CPU frequency down to 1 gigahertz, or about that anyways. And then if my temp goes above 43.7 degrees Celsius, it drops down to about 1 gigahertz, because normally my phone is overclocked to 1.5. So if any of those features or any of those profiles kick in, then it just drops it down to 1 gigahertz. And then when my screen's off, I have the max set at 768. All the minimums are 245. But that's the nice thing about this, is that you can have priorities based on, well, you can see like charging AC, charging USB, screen off, battery, less or more, and the time of day. And then you can set your minimum and max based on whatever you may or may not have it overclocked to, and you can set your scaling as well as the priority. And then there's some advanced functions about sampling and thresholds and whatnot. But that's really all there is to this. Is
It kind of reminds me of Locale, though.
yeah, it's got some kind of locale function stuff here.
It's like Locale for your overclocking needs.
I'll give you one more. Show you.
Ooh.
There we go. That looks nice.
Pretty sweet.
Pretty simple.
Yep, really simple, and it works really good. Got to have root, and
And if you don't want to dig in too much, it's got the profiles,
set CPU.
so you can kind of choose what you want to go and let it kind of decide for you, right? There's me holding the camera.
Well, yeah, but it won't. If you don't have profiles set, then it's just going to run at the minimum and max and whatever scaling you have set.
Yeah.
But I like the profiles because when you're playing a game,
Totally.
and that game is, it's heating up your processor, you get up to. You could burn your processor up if you're overclocking and playing games all the time.
True.
So that's why I have that that profile set, so that once it goes up to 43.7, it drops down to 1 gigahertz, so that the phone won't overheat.
Those are degrees in Celsius, right?
Yeah, that's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's funny because like half of our viewers are international, so
Yeah.
like when you say things like that,
Oh,
totally kind of everybody's like, oh yeah. But yeah, and don't you think? Wouldn't you think that like less than half of our viewers would be? I mean, because we speak English. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's international.
I
We're
guess,
internationally beloved.
We're big in Japan, so
Really? We are?
no, I don't know. That's never mind.
That's a thing, right?
Yeah, it's a
That's
thing.
joke.
Yeah,
It's a funny.
it's
Funny.
a thing. That's what
So
we
they
call
can
it.
look at it and then watch the pictures, but they probably don't understand this. But whatever.
Speaking of big in
Well,
Japan,
There's a lot of people that speak English. There's more people that speak English that are not native English speakers than are native English speakers. So I just blew your mind.
it is blown.
So is your mom.
Speaking of being blown, though,
Again,
Brad,
just set it up and knock
this
them down.
this game will blow people away. What is this thing,
Majesty.
dude?
It's a real-time strategy game, or RTS,
For
as it's more
real.
commonly known. I got this for free off the Amazon App Store.
No
back
way!
when it was there. This game is really cool.
I'm pretty upset that you got this for free, and I didn't check it that day.
Yeah, you
It'll
didn't
normally
check it.
cost
You missed out.
$3.32.
That's an odd price.
Yes,
And it's probably whatever. It's probably in euros.
probably in Canadian dollars.
Too bad we don't have this on
Yeah.
screen mirroring.
Yeah, or any currency that's stronger than ours, which is every currency.
So I have a game going right now, as you can see.
Yeah.
Here's my castle right there in the middle. I have a little blacksmith off to the side.
Well,
Oh.
real
Click
quick
on
though,
these-
like what is this like? Like what, some other games that people
Command
might
and
recognize.
Conquer.
Oh, it's very Command and
He
Conquer.
says Warcraft, but I don't-
Totally. Like I'm thinking the original Warcraft, like Warcraft 2 and stuff too. You know what I mean? Like the top down, right away, sir, and job done. Like that Warcraft.
Yeah, but then you click on one.
It's-
Like, here's one of my warrior guilds,
It's kind of like
Then we got the orcs, and they're
Yeah.
like Dabu.
and I got a orc attacking my warriors guild there.
I think some of our viewers got to know what I'm talking about.
And then you
Somebody-
sit
somebody
there and
please
add the
email
plus
us or-
button there,
or
and
Twitter
then you
us.
can add to your warriors guild. And you got your rangers guild over here, and I can add one to there, and it sits there and has a little building ranger or whatever.
let's try the
You
other
can
cam.
see.
It's a little less.
Yeah.
Switch it
other-
up.
Switch her up.
Something that's a little bit less twitchy on caffeine.
Gotta get the angle here.
Like you can see my camera is changing as my heart beats. It's like, boom, boom, boom.
There we go.
All right.
The
So-
tripod.
Yeah, my Rangers Guild, Warriors Guild, I got my little marketplace over here. And then I've already got it upgraded to level 2. Then you got Market Day, which brings you home a little bit more cash. A couple towers set over there. Another tower over there. Blacksmith, already upgraded. But the object of the game here, let me see if I can find the orcs. And then, see, there's a little orc wandering around down there. And, there's an orc hut. So, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on this little icon down here. I'm going to raise the attack flag up to 200. And then all my guys, or some of my guys, depending on who feels like going on the quest, is going to go down to this and attack it and destroy it. Because you can see I have a little mini-map. And on the middle mini-map there, let me see if I can bring it a little closer. What are you guys doing?
Sorry. Just keep talking.
I have one guy down there. Yeah, one little lone ranger.
Oh, a lone ranger.
That orc is messing him up.
Oh, he's messing the orc up.
I don't know. That's close.
With a bow at close range. I mean, he's like right in his face shooting him with a bow.
Yeah, but it's low damage. Like, see those other guys? They're like zombies coming at you. You're not going to make
We're
that
hitting them
second
now as
guy.
they get closer. As they get closer, it's a little more effective.
That second guy's going to take you out.
None of my guys are coming down there. What the
He's going
heck?
to take you out to dinner.
What's going on?
Maybe I
You
got to
better-
raise the price up or something here.
You better call
Oh.
JFK so he can
I'll
help
set it
back you
to
up with those
500.
zombies.
Maybe it'll get them down there.
What?
You can
Nixon.
the higher the price you put on the attack flag seems to draw more of them down there.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I got one coming down there on the mini map now. 2 of them.
Does the mini-map get in the way?
No, not really. Oh, another ranger and a warrior.
What game were we playing with those zombies?
What, Left 4 Dead or?
Oh, last night with Dan.
Oh, that was Black Ops.
Black Ops. There you go. That was awesome. That's what I was saying. You got to get Kennedy and Nixon help you with those zombies.
Oh, okay, I got it now. That's funny.
Yeah, okay, it wasn't. It wasn't. You don't have to humor me, Brad. It wasn't funny.
See, now this is what I don't get. They're walking away. I just told. Oh, they're going to get them guys.
Run away!
I mean,
Run away.
this game has like a mind of its own. You tell it to go attack this thing, and then they go wander off and go attack these guys.
Job done.
But they're killing them, so that's all that matters.
You know what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna find a
What's that?
ringtone pack of nothing but the old
I'm
world
gonna put a
of
guard tower
the old Warcraft 2
right here,
stuff.
Nerd.
right in the middle. I'm just gonna put it there for the heck of it.
Hmm.
So it's gonna sit there and it's gonna build up. And there's like a bunch of levels to this. I've been trying to find another RTS game that was as good as this one. I mean, there's one on Gameloft, but it's kind of got some glitchy sound. I mean, this is a really good game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's smooth. It's got audio. I don't have it playing, though.
Yeah, I might have to drop the cash for this.
It's a good game.
Amazon App Store strikes again, gives it away free to somebody, and makes me pay money.
Yep.
That is
Like all the apps that I buy are on the Amazon App Store for free all the
Yeah.
time now.
And I ended up
Whereas
buying
like you get Hex
QQ2.
Defense, I'm like, we reviewed that a couple weeks ago. What are you talking about? It's free today.
Yep. Oh, you can also there's Wizards guilds and all kinds of stuff. Like when you
Wizard.
go to build yes, you have Wizards guild. I got a wizard and a library down here.
Sweet wizard.
What you trying to build a
Yeah,
clubhouse?
but you can't build a Wizards guild until you go to you upgrade your castle to level 2. So
Yeah, that's right.
my
I'm
castle's building.
working on upgrading my castle right now.
It's got a little status bar that shows you where the castle.
My wizard's
build is
been
at.
neglected.
Is that what they call it now?
Wow. Okay, so I got a level 2 castle now,
Moving on.
and I want to build my Wizards guild. So I'm gonna start my Wizards guild. And these every time you change the level on these, like you upgrade them.
Is that like
They
Hogwarts
change.
or something?
Yeah, it's the Academy of Hogwarts there.
Really?
Nice. Yeah, he's training wizards.
I'm training your mom too.
Nice.
That didn't really make
Saving
any sense.
my,
But
Oh, it does make sense if you know.
Oh man, I keep trying to get my stepdad to watch this show, and I
All
guess
right.
I gotta stop that.
So I want to make a wizard.
okay, hold the phone still.
I think the correct term is take a wizard.
So I'm making a wizard.
Alright.
There's my wizard.
Holy crap.
And now, let's say I want a library for my wizard. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Where's my library?
I thought you said you already built a library.
No, I'm building a library now.
Holy crap, look at the size of that.
There's my library. And with creating a library, I can get more spells for my wizards.
Wizard needs library badly.
Yeah, and you can upgrade the library. You can upgrade the... Let's see here. I want to give him Fire Blast. So now it's gonna research the Fire Blast. You want me to get it rolling when you was sitting there talking about Google Docs for like a half hour.
I ain't saying I was right. I'm just saying you're wrong.
So anyways, you build your army and then you send them out to attack your enemies. That's pretty much all there is to it. And it's fun. It's addictive. I've been playing this game till I beat it. And I beat it, and now I got to go back through and get gold medals on all the levels.
And unfortunately, I know what I'm spending money on next.
It's a good game.
You'd be spending $3.32.
It's got a save function, so you can save it whenever you want. It's a really good game. I really liked it. Still like it.
I've been spending all my time on iOS playing SimCity. And I told you I would, didn't I, Dave?
You did.
I told you I would. I'm so mad that they don't have that for Android. Someday when they do, I'll be reviewing it. But I guess
They had a SimCity.
No, they totally don't. They don't. Believe me, if they had SimCity for
They're
Android,
not SimCity. They got The Sims.
for Android,
Yeah.
they got The Sims.
Yeah.
Oh well, not good enough. It's got to be SimCity. I got to be able to build and destroy things. I'm not satisfied just with killing people. Doesn't do it for me anymore. Mm-hmm. It's got to be citywide destruction. So
you can do that with Majesty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can build your city, you can destroy it, and then go destroy everybody else.
Cool.
I like it.
Speaking of...
destroying lives.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to bring up my news right now.
There's no really good way to segue into this.
My computer like
Android news this week.
Some fake music and Android news. So the first news story I got up this week in no particular order is HTC is beginning to target women. Mm-hmm. So stalking, I call it exploitation, because they're pre-installing apps or they're going to pre-install an app like Calorie Counter and Shop Savvy. Nice. Doesn't that seem like that's like a stereotype that they could be sued over, I think.
And they're going to install...
What do women do all the time that we could... This is what happens when you have a nerd focus group of a bunch of guys. You know what I mean? Like, how can we sell these phones to women? I know. Let's put a Calorie Counter and Shop Savvy on the phone.
What about the vibrator
Boom.
app?
There you go.
Yeah, or like...
And we went there, people.
Or shoes.
That's right.
Shopping
shoe
app.
savvy. Like some take pictures of shoes that'll tell you what they are. Mm-hmm. This stuff is ridiculous, you know? It's totally. I don't know. But I guess it is at least... like slightly better than just making a pink phone and saying, there you go. There, women, there you are. This is like candy to you, right? It's a pink phone. Give me a break. So,
True.
Yeah. I don't know, HTC. If you're doing that, it's kind of weird. And I kind of feel like I should be offended for women. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. If you're offended, write us. Let us know what you think about that stuff, because it does seem kind of weird. But there's also been some emails leaked from Google that say, surprise, location is very important to Google. So they are, remember Google got in trouble with mapping all those open Wi-Fi access points and accidentally getting data off of them or whatever.
Right.
So they don't do that stuff anymore. But they have this massive location network built up now. Based using nothing but Android phones. So, and if they want to provide the fast location services to you, which give you that, instantaneous location, then they need to be able to log that data and, of course, anonymize it and upload it or whatever. But the internal emails that are going around about this whole location gate, which we covered last week, we've covered on all of our shows, the iPad show and this one.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So this email leak isn't really surprising to me that they are, talking about how important it is, because it is. It really is important to mobile.
Was it a wiki leak?
No, it wasn't a wiki leak. I've heard they're becoming like kind of even obsolete. There's more leak
Really?
websites that have come out. So, oh well.
The WikiLeaks leaks.
But keeping news local, Google's being sued by 2 Michigan women over location tracking now.
Oh, good.
So I guess they want some money, and they say that their rights have been infringed upon, and we didn't understand that when you meant find stuff near you that you were going to be locating us. And I don't know. People just don't understand the specifics. Like, the more that we learn about this, the more we're learning that it's not anything nefarious. You know, Google anonymizes the data, of course, and everything, and they're not like necessarily locating you. And even the iPhone stuff, we talked about on the iPad show that it looked weird because it was this grid.
Yeah.
Apparently, that is the feature. It's the Wi-Fi and the towers or whatever, and it doesn't put it on a grid. It's
Just a location.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it's even fuzzy for
Within
that.
a mile?
Yeah, it's
Within a
even
mile.
fuzzy for that. Because I saw somebody online, they were talking about they picked up towers in Connecticut when they were on Long Island. On their history, it showed them in Long Island, in Connecticut, and they'd never been there before. And it was just because over,
In their release,
the ocean right there, it
in their
picked up.
release, they said it could go up to 100 miles.
Yeah, it's probably ocean
Yeah.
direction or whatever.
Yeah.
So, some interesting stuff. I'm trying to see here if I can get a dollar figure because I didn't write it down. Maybe they're just suing for unspecified damages because they've been so hurt by this.
Yeah. I think they wanted.
Stuff is just getting ridiculous.
I think they
you know?
wanted a personalized Google phone, like the women personalized Google phone.
Maybe that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe they heard the other story about the whole Michigan scanning stuff. Maybe that's why they're suing in Michigan
Yeah.
because they have some sort of a
vendetta.
something going on. So, but the competition is heating up between Android and Apple. The iPhone, there are more there's more free apps now in the Android market than there is on the iPhone market.
Cool.
What do they call that thing? Is it the iPhone market?
Yeah, it's the Android app, or the app store.
Yes. Okay.
The App Store.
So, what do you think about this, Dave?
Good. For
I gotta
Android.
ask you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you. You might not believe this, but I think it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of free crappy apps on the
Yeah,
market that I would
yeah,
never
a lot of-
install in my life.
Which kind of surprises me because there's a lot of free crappy apps on the iPhone market too.
Yeah, so I think that really this is not. Yeah,
Just means we
Well-
got more crap than you.
I think there's more 99-cent crappy apps on the iPhone market.
that's true. That's true. They
because
do have
it's
that.
like it's so easy
Because
to
there's
buy
no
stuff.
refund window. I mean, they cut us
Right.
back pretty bad, but at least we have 15 minutes where you open it up and you're like, wait a second, nope, refund.
And you guys have been all
Like
about
that,
it.
like those couple apps that were free, but they were requesting super user access. When I opened them up, I'm like, what the heck? So I'm just like, no, screw that. I'm not gonna pay for anything that might be hacking it and stuff.
And even the Android market started off free. It's kind of
totally
like-
free. Yeah, so it does have that history. Plus the whole idea of it being open source operating system. The culture really is slanted more towards free, but still, I really don't think this matters. The interesting thing is going to be though that it's predicted within 5 months. 5.
Well, it is
there's
kind
going
of
to be more paid apps, more apps or whatever on the Android market.
I see. It
in
is kind of
iPhone.
weird that
Why do you keep answering it and just letting her hear us?
hi,
I don't know.
free show.
Free show, yep.
Free
Um,
show.
That kind of
The interesting thing about it is what?
that Apple's really banking on ads. Like they have their
Oh,
whole iAds thing.
Well,
So
Google
they
was
really
supposed to be doing that too, but they just, I don't think they've really pushed it like Apple has.
It doesn't seem like they've kind of let the companies kind of do their own thing. I think.
Yeah, and Apple's they're more into like making it look like rich media. It's funny how
Yeah.
much they hate Flash, but they want to make everything look as much like Flash as possible.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I mean, by funny, I mean ironic.
Yes.
So,
And Google, I mean, if you sign up for Google ads, like to buy Google ads right now,
yeah.
mobile ads are rolled into it by default
Yeah.
unless
Oh,
you
yeah.
unclick it. So
Well, and you can target it specifically to mobile. There's all kinds
Yeah.
of good stuff going on there. So, yeah, some other things. This is kind of controversial.
Oh.
Skyhook has finally made it onto Android via the MapQuest app.
yeah.
So there was this whole lawsuit thing going on right now between Skyhook and Google because they're saying that
really,
Google colluded or Google put pressure on Motorola. They changed the terms. They made the standard so that you have to use the Google location services. You couldn't lose somebody else because we all know now from the internal emails how important location is to Google.
Yeah.
Can't have somebody else coming in and stepping on that. Well, they've made it on there by integrating with MapQuest. So what is the danger that this presents to Google? What threat level would you rank this as? Personally, I say 0. Because who the F is going to buy a Google phone and use MapQuest?
Well, the
like,
MapQuest,
are you really going to do that?
The MapQuest app is pretty good.
Is it?
It's got turn-by-turn voice directions and everything.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, and it's free.
Yeah, I was going to lead him on.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
I know.
okay.
But it's also a cross-platform app.
Oh, yeah. So, you know.
They're doing it. They're using Skyhook on the iPhone. They're using Skyhook on Android. And
I don't know. If you're using that, this reminds me of the people that use like the Verizon Navigator app instead of Google Maps. Really? Why do you have an Android phone then? Just get a freaking feature phone and with a GPS on it and use a VZW Navigator there. I don't know. What's the whole point? So all I'm trying to say is that Google navigation is awesome. That's right. Even if I don't say it grammatically correct, let's get on to the dog fighting. So,
ooh, dog war.
I don't know. I guess maybe I should try and pull this up real quick just to show you guys that it is actually on the market.
Oh, it's still on there?
Yeah, so Dog Wars, quote unquote, was renamed to KG Dog Fighting. And then just, you know, just pulled.
KG dog fighting.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, so I'm going to stop mirroring. I'll go on landscape.
Oh, so it was totally pulled.
And should be on. There we go.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Pull this up here. Go to my market.
Did that thing again. Stop doing that, mixer board.
KG.
Dog fight.
KG dog
There
fighting,
it is.
$2.99 right there.
Yep. I'm not going to pay for this, guys. Sorry. I'm just not going to.
What is it?
See, look, it even says feed, water, train, and fight your virtual dog against other players.
No dogs were harmed in the making of this app.
But a few flies got swatted, and you must be 13 years
So it's not a game.
to play.
That might have been a game.
You know how I said earlier that it's hard to quote DMX? It's not. You just did. Think this a game? You think this a bleeping game? There we go. Sorry, guys, had to bring that on the show.
It is just a video game. It's just a video game.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I thought you were saying. Never mind. I thought you were like joking. Like this is not a game.
Oh.
You know.
Mm.
It's totally a game. It's like Pokemon for dog fighting, which is disgusting to me. So whatever. If you want to pay $3 to pretend like you're cool and fight dogs or whatever, then fine. You know. Like
Do they have any chicken fighting ones?
I don't know. I think you mean cockfighting, because you don't fight hens, you fight cocks. So that's technically speaking.
He just went there.
Hey, I'm just that's
Being politically correct.
that's the right words that you use.
Yep.
You use your words.
Mm-hmm. I shouldn't have brought it up.
That's
You shouldn't have.
So I guess to close out, Microsoft is extorting patent royalties from Barnes and Noble for the Nook color.
Take it.
It's horrible. We talked before about how Microsoft's been going around to all these different manufacturers of Android and saying, hey, Linux violates some of our patents, so Android is Linux, and you owe us money.
They go to the little guys, though, right?
Well, apparently they're going to Barnes & Noble. The bookseller's counterclaim to a Microsoft lawsuit filed April 25th, just the other day, in the Western District of Washington and Seattle, not Texas.
Jeez, like they ain't got enough money.
No, it's curious, though, that they're not filing in Texas. Let's see. With the meeting with the council, demanded an, quote, exorbitant royalty, unquote, for a patent license for Barnes & Noble's Nook Color with an, quote, even higher per-device royalty for any device that acted more like a computer as opposed to an e-reader. So I guess what they're most upset about is that Barnes & Noble's putting on the big boy pants and saying we're going to sell apps now in this bad boy.
Yeah.
And Microsoft saying, no, okay, so we're not going to give you the deal that we gave you with the e-reader. This is actually more of a challenge to Windows. And see, that's the thing. This is what gets me. They shouldn't be able to differentiate. They shouldn't be able to say e-reader one thing, tablet another. Like, first off, my belief is there shouldn't be software patents. This shouldn't even be an issue to begin with. But this is just more of an argument that Microsoft is using this in a non-competitive manner. Not as if, like, you're violating our patent and we're offended that you're stomping on our rights or whatever, our intellectual property. They're saying you're competing against us with this product, so we're going to charge you more. Because quite literally, if they're going to charge them more for a tablet than they would an e-reader, and it's the same screw-in hardware, that's offensive to me. I don't know. It should offend other people too.
I'm offended too.
All right, we have consensus.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want more of this consensus, check us out on theandroidappshow.com. You'll find all kinds of past episodes on there, including this one and show notes. So if you want links about something that you say, what are you really talking about? Is that a real news story? There's a source link. You just click on source, and it takes you there, and you know where we read it. Actually, we read all kinds of places, but these are the links that I throw up to give you the real thing, right? That's right.
AndroidAppShow.com.
Yes,
TheAndroidAppShow.com.
The links I throw up after checking my calorie counter on my woman phone. This stuff is so
built-in pedometer app.
Oh yes, yeah.
Using
track your steps.
Mm-hmm. Give you coupons.
And it's got the period tracker on there too. I don't know if you remember that.
There we go.
So
built in with all
these
that
are real
stuff.
apps. I had the what was it? The
ovulation tracker.
Yeah. Well, when we were trying to have a baby,
What?
they have an ovulation app that you can put on there.
Okay.
Yes, we are married. That we're talking about marital topics here.
Yes.
So
you guys are
adult conversations.
Yeah. Well, not Dave and I. Dave and I aren't married.
No.
Sorry, guys. It's not legal in Michigan.
Right.
So I married.
You could have went somewhere else and done it.
Married my wife instead. So.
Right. And if you want to see that, if you want to
see what?
Not that. See our show. You can go to YouTube. YouTube.com/TheAndroidAppShow. They're all good episodes on there.
Yeah.
And we got more stuff.
And comments, those great YouTube comments. But you can send us other comments on Twitter, and we'll actually probably respond back more often than not on Twitter as opposed to YouTube because, come on, people. But yeah, hit us up at Android App Show.
Yeah, and we are also on the Blueberry Podcast Network.
That's right.
Good
These
folks.
guys are awesome. They just launched an Android app this week.
They did.
And it's pretty cool, although our show's not on it. So.
Yeah, what's up with that?
But the iPad show is on there. So.
Maybe it might be they're putting the most recent shows out there, and we haven't released one in a couple of days.
No, that could be. That could be.
I think they have like the featured content, and then they have like the new content.
But I even did a straight up search.
Oh, never mind that.
But the iPad show, but you might rewrite though. It might only
'Cause they
have
haven't brought it
content
in
within the past certain window, and it's been a week since we uploaded. But again, our other show that we do on there is an editor's pick, the iPad show. So check that out. Again, it's on the screen. If you just search on the Android market for Blueberry, BLUBRRY, you can check that out.
Cool. And speaking of other shows, we do have other shows. We have the Android Tech Show.
Right.
We review stuff.
Yeah, hardware reviews. Hardware news.
It's good.
Yeah. Pretty much everything that you're like, how come they didn't bring it up on the Android App Show? It's probably because it's on the Android Tech Show.
That's right.
So that's why.
So enjoy those things. We like to do them, and we like that you like to watch them. We'll be back next week with some more of this great stuff. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Bye.
Everybody. Gangsta.
I'm going to go take that piss I've been waiting to take for the last half hour.
What?